Well, okay. Welcome. Hello. Hello, Judd. How you doing? Okay. Water's fine. Doing okay. Well, I mean, you know, like, can always be better. But, let's see. Mic check. Let's see. Make sure. I think I had an OBS update this week. So I'm just making sure. Am I coming in live? Am I coming in hot for you? Let's check. Good. Okay. Okay. Just need to check real quick. Welcome. Hey, everyone. Here you guys are. Let's see. Yo. Trying to get all the nerves out. Okay. Hi. Hi, Cookie. Hi, Eric. Hello, everyone. Little treat for you, Cookie. It'll be a little bit of a shorter stream. Basically, I have an appointment, this afternoon, so I can't stay for my usual 2.5 hours. It'll just be, I have to end at 2 hours. So I guess remind me on that if you can. Yeah. Oh, there's your picture. A little Mario Paint, Derpy. So yeah. Good. I think we should probably get started, just make sure that I have enough time to do all this. Thank you. Appreciate you. Alright, let's dive in. Boop boop doo. Alright, welcome. Yeah, so my appointment's actually to this is a long-winded thing, so I guess we'll either get started or not here. Let's see. Oh yeah, you can't use mouse mode in the options menu. You gotta use another remote. You can't click. I'm using Joy-Cons, and it's like, okay, I have to use my other right Joy-Con to press A, then drop it, then use my left one, and then I can move. Now come back. Thanks for the sunset. You betcha. That was really fun. Yeah, that was a little bit of a challenge to figure out how to do all that, but I'm glad I was able to get something for you. Okay. So my appointment's actually to later today do some 3D printing learning. My mom on a whim was like, hey, here's some random Facebook marketplace thing. One of our neighbors or something, I don't know, some community thing, I guess. Maybe she's just regular Facebook. And she was like, hey, one of our neighbors has a 3D printer and they're moving and they want to sell it. So mom like texted me like a couple weeks ago saying, hey, do you want a 3D printer? I was like, do I? And dad was like, okay, sure. And so we got it, and so the neighbors came and like dropped it off. And then they had like a half-hour's spiel with like every single little item that they had to do it. And I was like, oh, okay, this is complicated. So they arranged today to be the learning and procedures and how to actually use it and everything. So if all goes well, I might be able to 3D print stuff. That's a thing. What are we gonna draw? We are gonna draw this. If I can get my other mouse to work. I don't know. Bonk. This is a Bob Ross picture. I kind of took it from one of their archives or something. So I'll try and make that. We'll see. It's always gonna be, you know, with these kind of lower art programs, you know, we'll have to figure out how to optimize it a little bit, or it'll have to be a little bit less rendered out. So, oh well. Ha! So we're not gonna use the video. That's just gonna be a picture on the side there, just as a reference, because who knew that playing Bob Ross videos will get your video streams demonetized and close to being copyrighted strikes. So, so is this hopefully gonna play safe. Hopefully just having that in the picture, you know, that's still in a corner is gonna be fine. Please don't sue. So, yeah. Let's go. Let's change the music first. This is too upbeat. This is too excited of music. We're gonna use the fish and gyroid and cactus or something. Butterfly music. Yeah. There we go. And we're just gonna calmly get started here, I guess. But yeah, otherwise I've been ooh, look at that. I just want to see what this looks like. We're just gonna half speed run, half, you know, chill out with you. See how this goes. Woo woo. Just need to test that. Let's see. So we'll just kind of start how he usually does, and just kind of start. I've seen so many Bob Ross videos. It's like don't have to like watch the video to be like what his process is. So now we start with the sky, and we can start some clouds later, and then kind of move towards us basically. So I guess I could just probably just fill this, shouldn't I? See what that does. See if it breaks the top of it. Whoa! Hello. Yeah, that's. Oh, okay. I was like, yeah, maybe I should. There we go. But I do want to erase half of this though, because I think it is a little bit of an eyesore. We'll just erase half of it. All happy accidents. Okay. We'll just go. Good thing is that the aspect ratio, the size of my canvas, is the size of the picture video, so I don't have to worry about. Because now when I did this like in Flash and MS Paint and everything else, it was like the size of my picture frame was like wider, so I always had to be like, okay, I guess I'll squeeze this or like proportionalize, you know, this and like that. So I got a little tricky. Okay. Let's see if there's. I always thought this is like, I don't know how to actually do all this. It's gonna look like one of those magic eye things, I guess. We'll just use this as a cloud and just kind of spray it in. It's kind of making it more yellow than I thought. If I should use something else, then kind of add some more white into it. Trying to get some nice fluffy clouds. There you go. All right. So how have you been? This week has been interesting. I've been. Guess how many days I worked at my 9-to-5 job this week, even though I'm gonna leave next week. Last week is gonna be my final week doing trophies. I'm trying to train the one of the other coworkers, but probably they don't have enough money to exactly have me be there for a full week. So I've been just kind of been staying home. Yeah. I would like to, you know, be there to, you know, fulfill my, helping out. But, I guess that's just not in the cards for all that. We're gonna make it more loose, you know, not gonna be, like, pixel perfect, because that's not gonna happen. It's gonna be my interpretation, but if you think it looks good so far, I'll appreciate that. But yeah. Okay, so got clouds. The picture's a little small. I can open my other versions of my picture here. There we go. Okay. Ah, sorry. I had to open the picture on a different monitor that's a little larger for me to see here. Let's see if there's another. So I can use any of these as spray can paints to add texture. Like I can, you know, if I wanted something, you know, maybe I need dog, cat. What are you? Would you say these are Cumulus or Affidavit or what do I got here? So okay. I guess it always works as a mask though, so if I do that, I don't think I can have a different size though, so I think I just gotta, I think that's not quite what I want. Let's see. Like that. Trying to use what I got. Yeah, okay. I just want to add more white into it, make it more. Try and add more fluffy into it, but see if it works or not. I have to be very sparing with it. This music's getting into me now. Anyway, yeah, I worked a total of 1.5 days this week at my job. Oh, look, there's even a cloud one. Why didn't I just do that? Pfft, oh well. Here and here. Let's get a little smeary. Okay. Mine looks better. Thank you. I wonder what this does. Is this literally just... No, it's literally the white boxes with black borders. Gross. Okay. What is this useful? Go back. Go back. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's fine. Bonka bonka. Don't erase the entire canvas that I got. What was it? Spray can? Okay. Yeah, so I worked at my trophy job for 3 hours Monday and about 6 hours on Tuesday. And, that was it. Wouldn't it be nice if I, you know, I was able to be there for, you know, a little longer would have been nice, but oh well. Let's see what this does. If it's just gonna be, oh, it's spray can white. Interesting. No, we'll use it. Let's see. Trying to sketch the size of it. It starts here. It does kind of touch the cloud a little bit, and then it's not gonna be perfect, but at least it'll kind of get the job done like that. Can't do this as a larger size, but that's fine. You could leave a couple bips here, which I probably will anyway. Some of these purple pixels in here. Add them as shadows, basically. You can use this to add more of the kind of like left side shadow. What's kind of going on in here? Less is going to be more of a lot of this, I think. Especially the relatively low resolution of all of this. It's going to just be up to interpretation, impressionist, to figure this part out. There you go. That's what's up. Okay, let's see if we can add little tiny wider streaks here and here. Because we want to know like what the angles are going on in here. Yeah, less is definitely a lot more. Just doing like just like a bonk. There you go. I don't know if I could hear my dad just sneezed. There you go. Okay. Now that's a chunky mountain. Could add some more size into here. 'Cause there is a little brother to it right there. I'm sure he appreciates that. Thank you. Thank you guys. I love you guys are so supportive. Everyone's been doing okay. My mom had a bit of a scary a couple days ago. She was like in her chair here at her little makeshift home office, which is just like in a bedroom, like a spare bedroom. And she reached to grab something off the floor, and she kind of reached a little. It was a little too far away from her, a little out of reach, and she bonked her noodle, her whole head, onto the. We have like a closet which has a mirror on the front of it, and that wasn't good. So, but she's okay. But she went to the hospital and they checked on her. I think they did like a whole X-ray or some sort of scan on her or something. I thought they were just gonna be like, take some pain relief, get out of here, you know. They were like, oh yeah, we need to, we'll take care of you. And I was like, wow. So thank you doctors for treating my mom. It wasn't a bad bonk, but it's like because she's like on other things, it means that she can't really bonk her head much or at all, or risk all that. So yeah, but she's feeling much better. She had a thing like where her leg too was not in the, like she sprained it. It was bad. Now she's able to walk. She had like we gave her like one of those not wheelchair, but like those you stand up walkers, and she had to use that for like a week, and it was really loud. Like she would like drag the walker instead of, you know, where you're supposed to like pick it up and then kind of slide, but she was just like literally sliding across the whole kitchen floor, and it made a very loud sound, so that was not that great. Got a little annoying. I'm glad that she's feeling better now. I'm sorry. I'm just deciding what I want to do next. I think I want to do the green line down here and do some some of these. Those feel a little dark. I just want to see what this looks like. Oh yeah, hey, look, there's even like a little brown and orangey bits there. That's pretty good. It has to be really small though. So otherwise, I'm in this weird transition period now where I'm finishing up all my work, if I'm allowed to be at my work, and then I'm just making sure that I'm set and ready to go for college. Bought like half a grand's worth of art supplies, and then bought all my classes. So finally did that this week. Feels a little late, but no, I actually got it. So feels good though to make sure that I actually have the all of that taken care of. There's all these grants and stuff that I should have been there was like one grant that's like is actually for a lot, but they well, I shouldn't say one is not exactly wanting to do it or something. It was like, just, you know, just hold off, you know, we're not ready to actually give you this money yet, we haven't decided on it yet. It was like one of them was like $8,000, and it's like, can you decide a little quicker whether or not I can get that money? And they were like, no. So yeah, I just have to can't go for it, I guess. That's why I kind of waited to pay for classes, because it's like, wait a minute, am I actually gonna get that money, or where, how, what, you know, decide all that? And I was like, yeah, just wait and see. And I was like, cause this is a lot. I would have got like 4,000 for like this semester or something with it. But it said no. I did get a bunch of other ones, so that was nice, but for everything else, it was like, you sure? Okay. That's that line. Next we'll do... Mine feels a little low. It's probably fine. I never really... you eventually get to like the bottom of some of these Bob Ross ones, and it's like, I don't know. Like, you just get into like these rocks at the bottom, and it's like, I don't know how to do this. But I guess speaking of, I guess we'll do that. We can add the water line here. Probably could just use a different tool. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. I feel like that's similar to what I use on the clouds. Yeah. I could make a custom brush or use one of these. There you go. Yep, I do it fast, and it becomes less of a real line. It's beautiful. Thank you. Learn from the best. There we go. Gonna add this kind of like walkway or something that's kind of going on here. There you go. We'll have to make some reflections of these guys too, so I'll have to be a little wary of how I did this. I have to remember how I did this. There you go. I want to erase some of that, actually. Just trying to tighten it up a little. I'll cover it up, but still just want to get that going. Okay. Want to move left to right, so we got a whole bunch. Okay. Could do the two tall trees here, and then move forward, I guess, and then cover it up. Okay, so I'll have to make some strong decisions here. Okay. Let's get something dark brownish. See if there's any. Just pencil. And I can use any of these. Oh, look, a tree one. Oh, there we go. Okay, here we go. And we'll just put a happy little tree. Yeah, let's use this as like an Easter egg. Bonk. Perfect. And then a little other Happy tree. We want this one. Wish I could like make it bigger. Bonk. Perfect. I love it. This is using 100% of your noodle. Oh my god. That's a little too many trees. Ah. Bunk. Okay. That's too bright. What's this? Some flower patch? Interesting. Some grass. That's pretty good grass. Nice. Okay, we got shapes. We got 3D shapes. Mario. Yeah, at the end we can decide what kind of Mario character to put in it. I guess one of these. Oh, okay. This guy. Make a strong decision here, and just gonna go for it. We gotta make a tree. Gotta make a tree, right? Oh, that's too thick. One little thinner line here. Right about. Actually, there's a whole another one here, so we gotta move over a little bit, and then it's about the height of that. A little further than I need to. And then just kind of very carefully. I don't know how I actually did that. That's more impressive to me than anything. And then we'll add the second tree. If I bring it a little bit closer, I think. A little bit shorter. Okay. Good. Oh, okay. Now we can breathe again, and we can add some details into like the highlights on some of these trees. Highlight onto other tree. And then now we can do the back to this one. And what do we think? Should be pretty dark. What's this gonna look like? That's pretty good. I want it to be a little smaller. We'll see. If I just pixel it in. I remember doing trees like this in my 3D Bob Ross. That was okay. That was a experiment. That one definitely could have gone a little better, but you know, learned a lot from doing that 3D one. It actually helped me in some cases with my other 3D projects. Don't want to cover up my I was like, don't cover up my stamped tree there. There you go. Hopefully I'm not getting you guys to fall asleep with this. This is relaxing for me too. Glad it chose this music. This is good. Now that we did the dark parts, we can kind of go through each little part here and add some highlights, and then we can add a bit more highlight after that later too. There you go. This one's gonna be more in darkness. At least in shadow. So we'll just add a little bit less. But to this right one, we can actually try and add maybe a little bit of yellow, just like where I think the sun might hit it in some places here. Maybe on this one just a little bit more. There you go. That's a tree, a couple trees there. You can add a couple more sticks in the back. Highlight maybe some more trees. There's also another tree in the back, so I still do that. So I'll add okay. So now we'll do this corner. So there's a lot going on down here. This is always like, I have to. Okay, here we go. I like where I'm going. Oh, only half hour. We got this far. All right, pretty good. Making good time. My hand is cramping, but here we go. I feel like I haven't saved, but I guess I could. Should I save? I don't think it'll do anything. Create suspend point. Bink. It's felt weird because like I'm so used to saving literally every 2 seconds on the computer stuff. It's like, why haven't I saved yet? Feels scary. Definitely cooking here. All right. Breathe. All right. What I want to do next is let's do some bushes. Got more spray can. I want it to be a little darker. Let's go back to like, let's see if there's another. Let's feel wider. Does that actually gonna look like? Actually, yeah. If we do it in small bursts, maybe. Let's see what that looks like. Ah, did it again. Okay. I don't know why I did that because I was like, I'm gonna erase it. There you go. Okay. Back to that. Don't think I would like a darker green though. So I'm gonna need some real dark colors back here first. Let's find one of those actually. Let's see. There are some of these. Again. Those would have like patterns. What if we just use just a regular brown? What do I have to use for this? In spray can mode. That's actually a little lighter than the other one. What if we should just use black for like a little bit in some places here just to fill some of this part out, and then we'll cover it a lot. I want it to be real dark back here. I think I just need to have a black base and then move forward this base. Because I could just use a. There you go. Guys are awesome. Thank you, Eric. Hope to see you next week when we do something. Not sure exactly what I'll do next. It's always the fun of it though. So yeah, thank you. Thank you for joining. Okay. There you go. Just gonna add some little inlet shapes there. And then on top, we'll add the rest of this. So we'll go back to maybe, so now if we add like a spray can paint green, see how that looks. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Maybe I wanna start with the orange and then build kind of up. There you go. A little bit here and here too. This while we're using the same color here. And then most of everything will be kind of like this other. Different types of greens. Yeah, see that by having that kind of like black layer underneath really does kind of sell it out to be more orange shadow. And then we can add some highlights here and here. Like, okay, I want this to be a little brighter here. Do some of that. And I'm just clicking it like, you know, like a one beep, 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 beep. I'm not like dragging it or, you know, do anything else too crazy with it. Let's add some highlights to the orange by adding something like that. Add a little bit of yellow to here too. There you go. How's that? It actually kind of looks like real sprite art. That's crazy. And then maybe there's too much yellow in some cases, so I might go back through and just kind of literally just kind of cover it up. And something like that. That's not bad, right? Okay. And then we can move on to doing the right side, or we can try and do the middle. I think the middle might be easier. The middle is going to be water reflective. So I think we can probably just do the right side and do that corner. Right side corner, and then do the waters last, because then we'll have the we'll know exactly what the whole everything looks like. I think I'm pretty much done with this for now. Okay, so we'll do the same thing as we did on the left side. Just kind of do with a little different configuration, different colors and different shapes. And we'll just kind of do it again. Okay, start with black this time. We'll do this biggest tree that's in the forefront here. We'll make this a nice, hopefully a big strong, huge big strong, all the way down. I decide where it goes. It's gonna live right there. A big strong tree. There you go. That's what I want. Okay. Then we can add the next one. This one's right about here. And you're gonna live right here. You're less strong, but that's okay here. Your brother's gonna take care of you. Make sure you grow nice, big, strong too. Okay. There you go. If I knew how to tag things, I'd be like tagging like ASMR into this stream or something. Change the title into Bob Ross ASMR. Mario Paint. Just like that. There you go. Very nice. Okay. And then we'll add the highlights into here. There's not too much, but at least we can just kind of reminds me of like those, you know, old computer games like King's Quest, like the before they got graphics, like King's Quest 1 kind of style graphics. Reminds me of something like this. It's like impressionist, but it's like pixel art impressionist. Where it's like between Atari and NES style graphics, and something like this. I notice it has more colors than, you know, King's Quest combined. But it's definitely a little more fuzzy. Okay, so now we can do the trunk, so we'll go back to this. Oop, there you go. Welcome over. A little late, that's fine. Came in during a great time, working on the trees over here. On the above the chat, you can see, I can't really point with this, but keep going, and then you can see the reference picture I got for the Bob Ross picture. I'm trying to make something similar. If it's not exact, that's fine. Don't worry about it. This is my painting. I can do whatever I want. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna erase that. Let's see. So I chose some colors for there. Let's see. It's always good to double check and hit the mic and check to see if there's any other colors I might want to use for this one. Maybe some of these? I don't know. Does this actually add white into it? Let's see. I think it does. I think it does introduce white into it. So I think I want this to be really dark. So I feel like something like this might do something. Yeah, I think that's less what I'm going for. Let's see if I can find something a little better. I think I might just I go back to that one I was using, because it does kind of look more. I got the bigger screen on, different. That's why I keep looking over. I had different. Have a larger version of the picture in mind. So I think did I use something like one of these guys for here? Yeah, it kind of matches. Yeah, we could do the same thing, but I feel like I don't want to reuse the same colors, you know. I might be it's a little limited here though, so I might have to just go with it, and then I'll just maybe make this one a little brighter. How about that? With the highlights, but I just want to make sure that the darks are dark. I'd introduce some blacks in here too. That also work. It's good to have lights and darks for everything. Because now that I'm closing one opportunity and opening another with my life now. Closing a book on my first in-house, like, it's not a studio, I guess, but my first office, I guess, being inside an office job for trophy and art design, and opening a new chapter to do college again. Very excited about it. I'm hoping that this college will be not just, you know, a repeat of what I've done before, but actually like learning new skills and stuff that'll be useful for, you know, animations and anything else I do later on, and if I want to do other projects and have other fun opportunities. Because I'm doing Midnight Mares, but I feel like that's kind of run its course of, you know, I'm just now the project lead. You know, the problem is that most of like the way that businesses and such are constructed is that it's going to be, you start out as like doing small gopher jobs, but then you eventually rank up to actually doing like the production at an office and whatever creative stuff. But then as you like become more senior and actually level up in your management stuff, then you become a manager, but that means you're not really doing like the ground floor like art stuff anymore. And you're just saying, hey artist, can you have the blink look like this, but you're not doing the art yourself? I always thought that was weird. So I've got to that point where like I've become a senior in the mini-mirrors, and I'm now just the, hey, can you make the blink look better kind of guy now. And I'm not actually animating too much. It's not a problem, but now I'm just kind of teaching the other animators how to animate, which is pretty fun. But might have more fun just animating the scenes myself. Let's add some more highlights. Let's add. We've added a couple orange and yellows there, so we need to do that too. And we'll also notice what side the light might be coming from. I think the light is coming from, the sun is like here and then blasting down this way. So we can have the highlights on this one be on this side. Just kind of sprinkle it in, just barely, to try and wake up the tree a little bit to be like, ha. There you go. And again, if it's too much, then you can always go back through and try and layer it down deeper, adding more of your base color, I guess. Let's see. Oh yeah, the clippy stuff, yeah, with that age verification. Yeah. I haven't seen it. I don't know if there's like a menu or something I need to go to be like, for it to show, like, I never got a message saying, we think you are, you know, X or Y age. Here's what you can do about that. It was just kind of like, nothing really showed up for me, so I don't know what that says about me, I guess. I think I saw like some person was like, hey, I literally have a YouTube account that's like 13 years old or 19 years old or something. Why did you think that I'm not born in 18? So I understand, you know, using robots and AI to help and because it'd be impossible to have a job to be like search through everyone manually, especially with 1 billion accounts that are on YouTube and Google. And it's like it's not much of a real feasible way for any human to do it manually, but to then kind of like rely on it to be like, yep, well, the robot thought you were, so we're gonna have to believe what the robot said. So yeah, I didn't see anything unless I don't know how instant it is, you know, is it gonna eventually come around, you know, like in a couple days or something? But for now, I'm adult certified in some way. Yeah. Which is fun. Because I get all the access and stuff. Wasn't one of them, like one of the things, like you lose access to your actual videos or something, or it becomes unlisted or something? Like the arbitrary, like, you're gonna lose this kind of access. It's like, oh, okay. Like, why that? It's like when you have a made for kids video, that means you can't comment on it, and it's like, why? So it's just all weird. Hopefully it gets straightened out, but it probably won't, just because it's, again, like the made for kids stuff where it's the laws that are being enacted, and it's like, yeah, we can't really, YouTube's at the bidding, you know, at the mercy of those kind of laws to be like, yeah, can't really go against it once they have to do it, otherwise just because YouTube and Google is, you know, so tied to advertisers now. That's like, if there's something that the advertisers want, then Google has to do it, basically. It's not like, well, maybe we can, you know, say no. It's like with the Steam and itch.io and adult type content that's been going around. It's like, it's understandable, but it's like, it's just annoying. That, you know, that all the free speech is being limited just because advertisers and wants it to be a certain way, certain content to be policed. And it's like, I get it, but it's like, those types of people are making, you know, the game developers are making a living off of those kind of content games. And it's like, to deprive them of that, I feel is unjustified with that. Let's see. There's a lot of little bushes in here. Let me try and add some smart little ones in here. I don't know what a caption says. Say. Let me try again. I didn't say that. Less is more. We'll just add a little bed here, and then we'll add some more. Add some more color. We'll have to do rocks too. I want a different type of yellow. See if there's a. See how this one will look. It's kind of orange. It's fine. Whatever. I'm just going off on my own. I'm just. I don't know what it's called. I want to say ad-libbing, but I'm just kind of drawing, so I don't. That's not the. That doesn't seem right. Improvising. Let's see. Let's see what yellow here would look. And then we'll just cover it with moss and some little bushes here. If I like add very small detail back here, it'll add more depth, I think. Let's see. Need something you see in a Minecraft house. Weren't all those like actually like 3D rendered and then there's like a pixel filter over it? Hello. Welcome, Fruit Punch Bicycle. Welcome. Making a Bob Ross painting here. I got the reference in my top right there, you can see. Yeah, I think the original designer of that posted like what he originally modeled and designed. Yeah, those are, you know, beautiful on their own, like, right? But yeah, I think they were like 3D models, and then they would just add like a Photoshop type, you know, filter to make it that 2D pixel style. Let's see, let's add. Now we got. So you want to go from top to right. Let's see. Does anyone know what the fruit is saying? I'm honestly not sure what the. Is that like a. Well, SS is usually like a boat thing, right? Like the SSN in Pokemon. That's all. That's my realm of understanding there. Well, you know, if you can think it, it's probably possible. Anything is possible in Mario Paint. Let's see, let's add some more. I really like when I add some yellows. Oh yeah, I love that. Yeah, just improvising here. This is great. Got little flowers and such in there. Ooh, I wonder what kind of little creature will live in here. Ooh. Nice. Okay, let's add some rocks. I just took like a step away to see how it's looking. I'm thinking it's pretty good. I want more like definition on the mountain. Maybe I could like add some actual hard lines or something. But I'm kind of scared to actually do that, especially for something that's supposed to be foggy in the background, you know. I do like how I had more closer to white and like all these bright colors in the back and then more saturated colors in the front. That works pretty well actually. I think I want to use this guy as my rocks. I could just add some. Yeah, there you go. Just add some little details. Let's see. Transatlantic sounds like a boat. I'm gonna look it up. Making me look these things up now. Let's see. Oh yeah. I also mentioned at the start that I don't have much time to do a stream today. We somehow acquired a 3D printer, so I'm gonna have to learn how to use that today. So basically, like right after the stream, I'm gonna start cleaning up and get that settled, and so I can have the original owner of the 3D printer come in and come to my house. So I have to make sure that I'm house good. I'm house cleaned up. We're gonna do it in like my garage. So gonna learn how to 3D print. Looks like my dad's looking up a lizard. Okay. I don't know. It was just a spur of a moment of like, you know, it's like my mom was more interested, I think, of it, or like was like my mom was thinking like, oh, Dad and you will like this, I'm sure, you know, you guys will probably enjoy having a 3D printer of some sort, right? It's like I don't really have an exact purpose of it, but I've seen so many videos of like all the, you know, little contraptions and little you know, like, oh, that was 3D printed, like, oh, cool, you know, all those kind of like TikTok things of like, did you know you can make this with a 3D printer kind of videos. So there wasn't much of a exact thing, but yeah, probably just like either knickknacks kind of style things, or I don't know, maybe a cup holder style thing that's in the design of something, little figure of your art style, Derpy. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I was wondering if I need to do like some merchandise type deal, like what is it, like Etsy, to do something on there. We'll see how it goes. I mean, we don't even know if I mean, it works with the original owners of the 3D printer. They're our neighbors. So seems kind of complicated, or at least, you know, there's lots of steps. So I'm not sure how exactly it'll pan out, I guess. But I'm excited to learn something new, I guess. There we go. So that'll be my halfway mark here for the stream. So if I finish this early, we might do a little bit of maybe music, but honestly, I might just probably stop the stream after I get this done. But I'm in no rush. Now that I got most of this done anyway. That looks pretty good, right? You can add a little bit more water in here. That's great. Still kind of gray. Oh well. Water. What are we doing next? Is it? Yes. So I guess I'm just looking at my reference here. I guess we could use the same. Let's see what this looks like. This might be similar to that. So we could have the reflection in the middle, and then, well, I guess the water in the middle, and all the reflections of things right next to it. So we'll see how this looks. No, I think I might as well use the same color. Hopefully, I remember what it was. I think it's this one. Does that seem too dark? Maybe it's weird optical illusion. Okay. So let's try and fill in the middle here. Does the mountain get reflected? I don't think so. It's a little odd, but I guess it's at a weird angle or something. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, it should be, let's see, a little wider here. Go ahead and fill it out, and then go through with a smaller pen. I don't know if you guys ever seen any Mario Paint artist that actually spends time like me and actually consider things and be like, okay, what do I do? How should I go about this? I know all the other ones are so full of memes, or anyone else who does like a Mario Paint video, which is like so more probably chaotic than I am. I like taking things kind of seriously with something like this. Treat it with an air of respect, I guess. Even with the Passport 2 videos, like those kind of streams where, like the Starving Artist video game simulator. Still feel like I try to do my best. Whoa, heyo. Is that? Nope, that. Okay, that didn't trigger. It's out of timer. Let's see. Got these little lines I'm trying to still preserve. These little rocks. My eyes are kind of burning. Ow. This kind of texture is burning my eyes. Hey, hello everyone. Hope you're all doing well. There you go. Just gonna fill this in right there. I think I can't with the type of texture it is. Oh, there we go. Aha, I got to the edge. It looks realistic. Thank you. I guess if your realism is based on whatever this is, however you want to define it. There you go. It's definitely in the realm of realism, but I think I just painted it with more an impressionist style. Kind of went off the grid a little bit in some places compared to the real Bob Ross painting. There you go. Okay. Next, we'll ruin this by trying to add some reflections. We can try and do that and see what that looks like. If it looks bad, then I guess I could just refill it back in with water again. This problem is I'll probably be using the wrong colors, or at least a different color. Or I guess I can use... Okay, is that better? So in the real one, it's kind of like this, not really darker version, but it just kind of looks so, God, it looks so real. Looking at the picture again. Let's see. If I just add this in, yeah, we'll have to use, definitely have to use the spray can. And then just kind of fill that in, I guess. And then maybe I can just be very demure with it. Just try not to add too much. I wonder if I can add like a blue and then try and like a lighter blue or something. I feel like that's too bright of a blue, huh? Yeah. It's almost like a little wave or something at the edge, water edge here. And then go back to green. Ugh. I think I just painted it sky green. Try and cover up some of that. Do we like that with that corner, or should I change it back to being just kind of the watercolor? It does. I've never been happy with some of this stuff. I think I might erase that and then start over. You think it kind of works? It feels weird. I guess I could try it on the other side and see what that looks like. I'm just not that happy with it. I think if I had like more control or had like more colors or something, I think it would have looked, maybe it looks a little better. I'll have plenty of time to draw in college. I feel like I've been so, what's it called? Is it pigeonholed or something into doing pony stuff for 10 years or more? I've never been able to break out and actually never done any just art or any fan art, even of like stuff I like. Like if I do that, I feel like I have to do it as Pokemon as a pony, you know, or favorite cartoon as a pony, crossover, you know, kind of thing. And they always end up being horses characters, you know. So I never really actually get to draw them as themselves or any kind of like original character or anything. Because I've been trying to get into writing fan fiction kind of stuff. Nothing that great, I probably, you know, nothing really share worthy or anything with that, but got more into that, I guess, than just drawing. Let's see. I wish I could make the spray can a little smaller. Because otherwise would make this a little easier. Okay, how are we doing? Still really good on time, all things considered. I think I do want to add like... like a little like white line around the edges of this, of like where the rocks kind of end, and just kind of very carefully, just kind of... Yeah, just never really have time to like spend time on stuff like this. It's just like straight up art, I guess. Or I feel like I have to use that time to then do something like the movie or Minimers or any kind of other project. I guess I'll have, I guess, a little bit of time. Definitely won't feel like it though when I'm not at work. It feels like my work has to be productive on a project. And it's like those projects are like, especially in a movie, it's just so grand that it's like, I feel like that has to be my magnum opus, and it's like, I feel like I'm always getting too into my head of like, no, it has to be perfect about it, and it's like, I become like, what is it, like imposter syndrome of myself, of like, no, I've done something better, so make sure you're actually doing it like myself, and like, you know, not comparing it like to, for my Paper Derpy movie, I feel like, oh, I've done better things, you know, why can't, you know, I animate this better or something, you know? There you go. I think adding that little outline basically helped a lot there. Yeah, actually, it's not bad. Now that we separate it a little bit better, I think this works really well. Thanks for letting me be confident in that. Okay. And then we can just do the back. Do this line as a reflection down here. Maybe spruce it up a little bit. And then in some cases maybe. And then we'll call it good. Yeah, I can make this look less like a fire, I guess. I don't know. Maybe add more yellow later. Let's go back to spray can. Beak. And add the reflections, right? Yeah. Hello. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I'll get my... Let me show with the border. And I can just take a... Ow. An arm break. My hand has been cramping and my arm has been... hurting. Okay. I'm not quite in the same drawing arm pose as I'm used to. Looks good. Looking better. I've watched enough drawing, so watch with, look back with fresh eyes. No, I think, trust me, it's good. Okay. I'll take it. Definitely say that this is pretty close. Feels like a inspiration more than a direct copy, so I'm happy with that. With the exact Bob Ross picture there. Let's finish it up. Ah. Somehow my best one. Thank you. I think I've, well, definitely got more used to making impressionist Bob Ross over years, you know, where I'm like, because like the first time I tried it like in Flash, and I was trying to just use the brush tools, like the solid color brush tools, and I was like, oh yeah, let me just kind of scribble it in, and it's like, well, I'm using brushes, right, it'll be fine, and it turned out horrible. So I guess a more experience in knowing how some of these tools work in Mario Paint. It helps a little bit too. And then I think the pixel art is kind of nice. It's a nice mask, like a nice pixel filter over it to kind of hide some of those rough edges. Like if I did this with any other medium, you know, it'll look completely different. But because it's in Mario Paint with these tools and low resolution and knowing how to go about, you know, this kind of impressionist style, kind of works to its own advantage in that way, you know. Can you make food in the game? Example, a muffin. Technically, yeah. Let's see. So you can make mouse. Oh, there we go. So you can make custom stamps like these little guys. Go down to Mario head. If I want, I got a little heart. And if I want to add a little cat into the scene, I can do that. And what I could do is actually make your own stamps too. So, save state it. Okay. Let's create bonk. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks. Let's see. Yeah, for the muffin you can make a custom one of these guys and then draw that out and make your own thing too. Or you can get creative and be like, oh, I like this shape here, and maybe something else looks more cloud shape or something. But yeah, I made this one as a custom stamp, and I just drew this, you know, obviously really quick, but you can use this as a stamp and then draw this in anywhere. You can use this as a spray can or even like a brush or like a fill tool. But yeah, you can make your own custom ones, and you can make a muffin one or whatever else you want as a thing. But yeah, if you want to draw it, then obviously you can draw whatever you want in here. Yeah. Let's see. It's like a Derpy eating a muffin. Yeah. You can do whatever you want. So yeah, the only legal way, I'll say, to get Mario Paint is the original SNES version with the SNES mouse, or you can get the Switch 2 with the NSO expansion, I think. Actually, I don't. Yeah, I think the SNES is on the base NSO. But to get the GameCube and 64, I think you need the expansion. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for that break. Now back to Pain. Okay. Huh. Huh. A little lower. I'm just doing this color for now, and then we'll go back and add the other ones in. Okay. Do this orange. Let's see. So many ideas, yes. It's good to be creative. But not too creative. There's a limit. Otherwise, start getting into trouble. Don't want that to happen. Oh yeah, I had like an antidote. I actually like was on Reddit, I think yesterday, and I guess I got into the Muppets subreddit, and there was someone who posted, and it was just a selfie of themselves in a restaurant eating food, and it was titled like their name eating a food, like a pizza, and like it had like one like and like one comment, and it's like, how is this related to the Muppets? And that was it. And I was like, how is this? And then I was like, who is this person? I was like, what is their story? So I went down the rabbit hole and was like, went to their profile, and they have the most like interesting like their own world and like own OC stuff. like they're really into like vampires and like a lot of macabre kind of stuff. Like a lot of Has Been Hotel stuff and making your own like OC characters that would kind of fit in that kind of style. And I was just kind of like going through their profile, and it's like 90% of their posts were like deleted because it's like they would just post things of themselves or like of their own characters in random posts, and it would be posted, you know, supposed to be posted on like SpongeBob, you know, subreddit, but it would be using just a random picture of themselves or some video of them, and it's like, what? So it's just like so interesting to like just find someone like that, you know, it's like some artist. And it's like I went to their YouTube because that I found that link, and I was like watching their YouTube shorts, and it was like the most like amateur like interesting thing that I've seen in a while, where it's like it would just be them at some hotel or at a restaurant, and the video title would just be like their name, eating a food, here I am at an art exhibit, and it's like, what do you mean you're at an art exhibit? And like I scroll to like the previous video, and it'd be like, yeah, check it out, I have my scribble picture in this art exhibit. And it's like, is this some local thing, or like what? How? Why are you here? You know, it's just like, and it'd just be like a page full of like pencil scribbles of like all these characters with all these like names, and it was like all this stuff, and I was like, wow, what is this? Like, what is these character stories? And I found like a video where like they had an animation, but it was like a slideshow where like each picture was like there for like 1 second, and it was like all this stuff going on that I wasn't able to tell, you know. It's so confusing of like what their story is, or like what's it about. And I was just like, just got so curious into all of this, just kept getting deeper and deeper into it. I'm like, wow, you know, what is this? I was like, okay. And I just finding that just because they were posting themselves, you know, being authentic with themselves, and just kind of having fun, you know, and just being like, you know, I'm just gonna post this because, you know, it's me. And then like having their YouTube shorts being like, yep, and it'd just be, their YouTube shorts would just be like 3 seconds long, and it would be like them just being like, you know, what it says on the tin, like basically what the title would be, you know, of that particular thing. Like a lot of oops, undo that. Like a lot of holiday stuff or something. It'd be like 4th of July, and they would just from their bedroom, you know, pull down some of the you know, those horizontal plastic things, and like put their phone inside, and then be like, wow, fireworks. And it's like, wow, you're right, yeah, that is cool. You know, you get so like desaturated with like, you get so saturated with like the people that are, you know, the Mr. Beasts and Markipliers, and you know, the people that have the billions of celebrity status stuff, and it's like, I just want to see like people like them, where it's like, you know, the up and coming like inspiring, and it's like they have like the most like authentic and honest, you know, like, I want to do this, you know, here's my characters, and this is my world, and I want to celebrate and show you guys what I've been doing. But you know, posting it in the wrong on, you know, not in the wrong subreddit. It was like, oh, okay. But you do you, you know. And it's like, you know, keep the topic is always one of the usual subreddit rules. Where it's like, you know, If it's not going to be about SpongeBob, like, at all, then don't post it in this SpongeBob subreddit. Kind of thing there. I think this is pretty much done. I think this is about as much as I think I want to do. Let's see. I love finding obscure channels. I get such a kick out of those. It's like I'm so tired of like watching a YouTube Shorts feed of like either AI slop or the music videos that get 1 million views and like 1,000 likes and then 1 million other likes and like get so much attention that then when something's like just someone, you know, being honest and like having like 1 like on it, it's like that's so cool. Let's save this. Save state it. Boop 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 doo. Where's it? Beep. Boop boop doo. Okay. So I'm about a half hour. So let's do our toasty time, I guess, now, and hang out for a bit as we enjoy the fruits of my labor here. Not too bad. Not too bad. Again, it's got that squint test of like, I guess that's sort of the same thing. I don't know. Ba-ba-ba-doo. Maybe ones like that. Trying to see if there's any questions before I do the drummer one. Let's see. Nothing to show, but think of a short video. Yeah. Now we're getting too wrapped up into like getting higher production videos over the horizon in this. You know, it's like I feel like you have to outdo yourself every time, but you know, with the kind of competition that you have with some of the lower level people, you know, don't think of yourself as like, well, I gotta aspire to like the S rank people. Just like, if you can get better than the F tier, who are like just starting out and just posting people like what I saw yesterday, then you're doing good. You know, find your place and be like, yeah. If you feel more better and confident than some of those people, then feel good. But don't feel sad. That's like, oh no, I'm less than someone else. Never feel like that. Feel confident in where you are and what your skill level is, you know? Yeah. Exactly. Let's see. Here's this one person. We all one person. Yeah. Okay. Go back to who will win a drum animal from Muppets or Pinky. I think Animal probably has more experience at drums, but Pinky's probably gonna have like a hidden skill kind of thing, and then probably has some super move that will beat Animal. Like a drum fight. Well, that's the whole thing with like music. I don't know. It's not too much of a. Music's like its own realm. It's hard to denote as a. It's hard for me to, as an artist, to be able to know who wins in a music competition. You know, because I'm so like, well, you know, if I had to look at this and be like, judge this, I'd be like, yeah, this is actually pretty good. You know, you understand like some principles of like having different layers, having different depth stuff, and it's like, you know, having more saturated stuff here and there. Trying to get the composition to be about the same. You know, I know all of those words. If I have to do that for music, I'm a pretty good composer. A lot of my newer videos from the last couple years have been my own compositions. So take of that as you well done. Let's see. We were gonna look up that other thing. I'm not sure what the Water World's 53. Ooh. Those long spider guys. Let's see. What was I supposed to get a look at? What if you guys were like, you should do this? And I was like, I don't know what that is. Oh, the SS United States. It's autofilling to ocean liner? Ooh, okay. Why did I click on news? Just show me images. Maybe I should get rid of ocean liner, just in case. Why is there a picture of a lady? Looks like a Titanic looking boat. It's got the two smoke exhaust things. Yeah, it just looks like a big old boat. What is it from? Let's see. Ocean liner displacement as Wikipedia. 50s. Is it still going? Looks like it. Now it's in Florida. Interesting. And what was it like? Can you make this in Mario Paint? Yes, I would say so. Wouldn't say it's impossible, yeah. Let's look up the World of Worlds. I know you can't see anything, but I just wanna check it on my own. War 1953 alien. Oh, what, the little alien guys or the? Let's see. I'm seeing something that looks like a. I don't even know. Looks pretty alien to me. Martian War Machine. Okay. Type that in. That is a searchable thing. Ah, cool. Huh. So it looks like one of those. Okay. It's more of a triangle shape with like an antenna and like one like visor hole, I guess, or a window hole. Interesting. Doesn't look too design-wise complex. Looks pretty fun. Oh yeah, should we add a little dude into the Mario Paint? Let's see if we can do that. We're gonna add a little stamp guy or something. I think that's saved, so we'll be fine. Let's add one of these. We can add a stamp of some character or something. Who should we add? Got all these characters. Oh, there's a half a boat. Is that what that is? Oh, there's a little boat. We can put a little boat in here. Someone on a rowboat. Do we have a rowboat? That might be it. That might just be it for the transportation-y ones. Got a cactus, some animals, and what's this? Fish? Whale? Oh, fish. You can put a fish in there. Let me just make sure we're served. If I load into there, I think that's right. Yeah, okay. It's got a little mountain, volcano, bonk. I have to go around the horn again. Because I have some little clouds. Yay. We added a bunch of trees already. Some shapes. Let's put like Mario or Yoshi on a boat. And add a fish too. So add a boat. And then, oh, there we are. We could add a little tiny Yoshi. Right in the boat, like that. Like right there. We're like cover that side of it, or put him here. We can think. I think we can flip him, maybe. Does that work? Yeah, we can flip him upside down. You can be like, oh. Oh yeah, that's right. We can have them look the opposite way. I guess I could have flipped the boat too. Get back. Yeah, we'll just put them right here. Yay! And the fish. There's a dinosaur. Yay. And a fish. And a fish. And a little whale. And a little lanternfish. Let's have him go the other way. There you go. Yay! Should we have something like flying? What's this, a beetle? Ooh, UFO for the War of the Worlds. Oh, it's huge. Bonk. Bicycle. Bus. What's this? Train? Apple. Some foods. Wow. Put a little umbrella. Maybe Yoshi needs it. I don't know. Put a little umbrella on the volcano. Yay. Some little mountains. And a little finger. I don't know what to do with that. Music. Yeah. That's more trees. Space. Ooh, is that one? That one's walking. Have a little bomb. Yeah. Want something here. Rather stamps. Airplane. Ugh. Bonk. There you go. Okay. Perfect. now it's done. Oh, that makes it so much better. Wow. That's great. I love it. In that case, I think we can probably wrap this up. Let's see. So, So schedule-wise, let's talk about stuff like that. Some boring stuff to say. Will be, let's see. Let me click on more stuff. There we go. Okay. Schedule. So, next week will be my last week at work. We'll see how long I'm actually there for next week, considering I only worked like 2 days this week. And then I think the last day, the Friday, is going to be Everfree Northwest weekend. I've been going there for a lot of years. I think I went last year. I even had a panel last year. But I think this year, just the way that everything's a little too close to each other, a little too close for comfort, I'm going to skip out and not do Everfree Northwest this year. I'm going to stay home and make sure that everything's, my focus on make sure I got everything ready before my first week in 2 weeks. So it's really down to the wire with all this, so it's gonna be very yeah, very transitional period now. I am hoping everything does well, so just, you know, been never excited about all this. It's been planning to go into college for the last year, basically. I think since like late November or something, is when I was like, maybe I should go. Or my dad was like, yeah, maybe you should go. And I was like, yeah, okay. And here we are. Right on the doorstep of all this. And we'll see. It'll be fun. I'm just always nervous about any kind of unknowns, you know. So that's what's up. So I guess next week we'll see. We'll see how much of my ducks are in a row by then, and then decide to do another stream or not by then for next week. So I'm not sure. It'll probably be fine, because I'll have the whole weekend, you know, basically to set things up, but it'll be, at least that'll be better than being stuck at Everfree for a whole 2 days or 3 days worth. So yeah. Otherwise, yeah, I'll just keep working on my 2 big projects, I guess, that I'm working on. Midnight Mirrors and my movie. Didn't get as much progress on the movie as I thought this week, but I think I've just been focusing on getting everything ready for college, so I've been just dialed into that, making sure I get everything done. I think I'm pretty good. I bought like a lot of art supplies. Like I think I have like 3 art classes in the first semester, and we're gonna do a lot. It'll be a lot of traditional. I got a lot of pens, paper, charcoal, tape, brushes, paints, sketchbooks. Anyways, I'm just looking at my box. It's a lot. So yeah, it seems like my first couple semesters is gonna be just based on physical drawing, traditional drawing. Eventually it will turn into probably just straight up digital, and then doing some animation there digitally, maybe traditional, I don't know, and then do some big group projects where I can decide if I'm gonna do a video game project in a group, or doing group project as an animation movie, I guess. Which I guess I'm good, because I've kind of done both of those as big projects already, so I'll always have a leg up on that. So, but yeah, we'll see. But otherwise, I think I'll end it here, just so I have enough time to also eat between now and when the 3D printer people are gonna come in and teach me all about that. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. I guess I could just do this as a way to cap it off. Thank you guys for watching. I think this will be our last Mario Paint stream, so if we do a stream next week, then it'll be something completely different, or so. We'll see. But probably either some video game or some art project, I guess. So, but yeah. Alrighty, guys. Can't wiggle my arm. I think my palette's too heavy. Okay. Well, I could just wiggle and say thank you guys so much, and thank you for all the comments. We'll be back sometime. If I don't have time to do a stream next week, then I'll let you guys know. But otherwise, we'll see. Thank you guys again. Alright. Thank you, over, and everyone else who joined. Thank you. Alright. See you guys. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you, Cookie. Thank you, everyone. Yeah. Dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba. Hee-hee. Oh, there you go. Hee-hee. Alright. Yay. Alright. Thank you guys so much. Alright. See you next week or so. We'll see. I don't know. But probably we'll do something. I don't know. Who knows? Me know. Not. Okay. See you guys. Bye-bye.